What's up, everybody? It is your girl, Raina. Yes, I'm a Black Woman podcast. Look, we are back with another video, season 4, episode 10. I hope you guys are still locked in, ready to go, ready to just dive into a new season. If you haven't already watched episode 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, you might want to go and do that. Um, I know it's been a kind of a minute. My schedule's kind of been crazy with school starting back and whatnot. But I appreciate everybody that has continued to stick around and stay with me. And your girl is back, okay? Period. So you guys know how I love to start off every podcast. We're gonna go ahead and get into a prayer and then we're gonna jump right in. Father God, thank you so much for allowing us to be here. We made it through another month. You're getting us through the year gracefully, God. I just ask that you be with everyone that is not as fortunate as us, God, and continue to keep them safe, continue to um, keep their faith in you and the things around them, God. I just ask that you be with each and every one of us as we go through obstacles, as we juggle everyday life, everyday experiences, everyday. There's something, God, trying to steer us in the wrong direction. God, I just ask that you help give us the discernment, give us the courage, give us the faith, the strength, and the tools that we need, God, to make it through those difficult situations, God. Because the devil always is working, God. The devil is always trying to get in between what we have set in stone for ourselves and what you have set in stone for us, God. I just ask that you help us and help those that are struggling with it, God, that they may not understand how to go about these newfound obstacles or everyday life, God, and give them the support that they need. Continue to give me the support that I need. And I ask that you do all these things in your son, Jesus Christ's name. Amen. Now, if you missed if you missed episode 9 of this season 4, you need to go back and watch it. Like, what are you doing at this video? Go and watch it. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, as well. And yeah. Um, Last video, for some of you who have not noticed or seen it, we talked about people. Sorry, guys, I have to refer to my notes because my brain is just everywhere right now. Um, People wanting a front row in your life, but constantly disrespecting you, right? Um, Me myself, I tell you guys all the time that these episodes are things that I go through. Like, these are things that are happening to me and how I maneuver. And every episode, I don't. It's unscripted. This is literally everything that I'm saying at the top of my head. So when you guys, I hope some of you, when you watch it, you are able to relate to the things that I am displaying for you guys in these videos. Because, like I said, these are just things and tools that I have myself. I have gone through and I have learned how to deal with them, right? So say you get to that point of you're just done, right? I'm at that point where I was done, right? And I just cut everyone off. I decided, I'm outgrowing everyone. I'm outgrowing this. I'm outgrowing the disrespect. I'm outgrowing you guys messing up my peace. I'm outgrowing how I continue to tell people the same things over and over and over until I'm blue in the face and it seems like no one wants to listen. So what do I do? What do you do? Well, obviously, first thing is prayer. I'm gonna always tell you guys to pray and make sure that you are praying for God to not only reveal who those people are to you, but also to reveal um how to catch it sooner because maybe you spent 10 years in a friendship with somebody and it wasn't really a friendship that was it should have even happened, truthfully. I know I've been there. I've had friendships and met people that I probably should not have even befriended. They should not have even been in my life and been a part of my life. And sometimes that gets hard. Sometimes that is difficult. It is very, very, very unfortunate that you have to cut people off, and sometimes those people are family. But when it comes to protecting your peace and being in your right headspace, it is very important to cut those people off and demand that respect for yourself, right? Otherwise, people are going to continue to do the same things, which is disrespect you, which is use you, which is manipulate, gaslight, all of these things. And nobody should have to go through that at all. Nobody should have to go through that. And I know some people are like, well, what if it's family? What if it's, my mom or my dad or my brother or my uncle or a cousin, whatever? I tell you guys all the time, I am no, I am not the type of person that's going to keep people around, regardless if you're family or not. I'm just not going to keep you around. If you show that you are disrespecting me constantly, 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 it's been a conversation, um, whatever the case may be, but it has been talked about and you don't know how to take accountability, yeah, you're going to get cut off. I don't really have time or the patience to keep people around in my circle, in my life that aren't showing anything other than positive positive energy, positive affirmations, positive everything, positive self, positive everything. Like, I'm not saying people need to be perfect with you. I'm not saying you have to be perfect with people, but trying with people and trying to make the best of a relationship with others is important to me. And particularly, I don't want to sit around thinking about what if I would have did this or what if I would have did that or questioning my own actions, my own self, because I know that my actions and how I move with people is always pure. I always have a pure heart. I always have good intentions, and I never do things off of the basis of, oh, I want something in return, or oh, I want them to like me or anything like that. And like, no, I do things genuinely because I'm a good person and I have a good heart. Now, that doesn't mean that I don't want something in return. Like I want in return respect. I want in return that same energy that I'm putting into the relationship. I want it back. And a lot of people now, today's time, can't really do that. They don't really understand that for healthy relationships to be a thing, for that to actually make sense, is you have to put in effort. You have to put forth effort all of the time with it doesn't matter if it's a platonic or romantic relationship. I tell you guys this all the time on my channel. You can't expect to get out of it what you're putting in if you're not going to put in what they're putting in. Now, again, that comes with boundaries. That comes with respecting yourself, respecting the other person enough to set forth boundaries, set forth expectations for each other, and it be a conversation. Otherwise, you're kind of just, what are you really doing? You know, what are you trying to really accomplish if it's not sincere, if it's not genuine? There's no point in you guys even continuing the relationship with each other if neither one of you want to put forth the effort. Um, and a lot of my friendships have died because of that, because they're not a friend to me, but I'm a friend to them. You know, I'm always the one putting forth the effort of checking in on people. I'm always the one making sure people are good, you know, just genuinely caring. And when it comes to me and the things that I go through or the things that I have gone through, you know, I have gone through a lot, you guys, on my own accord. And it never was anyone in my phone just randomly sending me a text checking in on me, um, like I do with people. And that is honestly why I've isolated. That's why I have become that person in the room that people gravitate towards. Honestly, I am very, very sure of myself. And to get to this space, to get to where I am at, you have to put in the work. You have to be willing to do the work. I've done a lot of self work. I still do a lot of self work because every day is you should be working towards to be the better version of yourself. So I'm never finished with perfecting, or I don't even want to say perfecting, bettering myself because none of us are perfect. So I'm never done. I'm never finished. It should always be, what can I do better? What can I do better than yesterday, months before this, years before this? And it should never be you're disappointed in yourself for how you handle things or anything like that. Because I know things will happen. We are not perfect. We're going to make mistakes. We're going to have trial and error. And that's where you pray. That's where you ask God to give you the tools that you need to really, really deep down dive into, okay, this is self. This is what I need as an individual to do better at and with. This is the things that I need to help. I don't know, maybe a friendship that you feel like maybe it's just failing. Maybe it's not going to work. Maybe you want it to work and you're not understanding why it's not working. Whatever your answered, or whatever your prayers are that you want answered, make sure that you put forth the effort into making it a better situation. Um, I can't stress that enough because being that person in the room that has control over that room is very rare. It's like pretty much being, you know, I don't know, like how people praise these some of these celebrities, I guess, in a way. Um, now I'm a very quiet person. Like if you met me in person, I'm very quiet. I'm very shy at first. Like I'm very standoffish. You know, I'm not really I'm very like I don't really like the attention on me. I don't know if anybody really knows that. I don't really do a whole lot to want the attention on me. It's just that the attention usually um happens. So I tend to not have a lot of friends or not be that person that, is the popular type, I guess. But I do enjoy being with myself as well. So I'm not the type of person that's going to want to be around people all the time or like, no, I love my space. I love my alone time. I love having the sense of self. Um, and a lot of times it works in my favor when it comes to trying to build relationships with people because I can easily pinpoint if that is a person that is going to be in my life. I can easily pinpoint if this is a friendship with a girl that it's gonna flourish into something. Like I'm a very good judge of character, and I say judge of character, I mean that very just like exactly like I'm a character, discernment, all of that is being judged, not what you do in your everyday life per se. Um, but for instance, I have a problem with, and you know what? We're gonna say that for another video because that's actually a video that I really want to talk about with you guys. It might be in season 5 actually. So we're gonna actually save that for another video. So I'm gonna pinpoint that. When I go back and edit this, I'm gonna pinpoint that. Okay. But anyways, yeah, you just gotta be very confident in yourself. Be very sure of yourself, be very sure of your actions, be very sure of you as a individual, and go into that room and own it. Go into that space and own it. Go wherever you are going and own it. And it is very easy to then be able to know, okay, this is my room. This is my lane. This is where I'm going to be, or this is where I'm headed, and when that disrespect no longer fuels you as in they're not getting a reaction out of you anymore because they're disrespecting you. You've grown. You as a person, as an individual have grown because old me, like you disrespect me, like I'm probably gonna crash out on you. Nowadays I'm handling it a little bit differently. I am noticing that I'm super sensitive to disrespect just because I feel like I already don't get it. So and I do my best to respect everyone. And I don't even want to say respect because you got to earn respect, right? So I will just say I do my best to be very cordial and respectful of others. Um, because you can't really respect someone you don't really know, if that makes sense. So I'm not really expecting people to respect me per se, but I am expecting people to treat me the way that I'm treating them, right? And a lot of the times is I'm very, very driven. I'm very, very passionate about the things that I do. So sometimes that does come off as assertive or abrasive for some people. And I do have to, apologize to people sometimes because of that, because it's not my intention, but it is something that I notice within myself, right? Because I know this within myself, I don't want people to get the wrong perception of me when it comes to that, because that's not what I'm trying to do, right? Um, but you just gotta be very, very willing to just take accountability, be willing to own it, be willing to understand that you're gonna make mistakes. Not Life does not come with a book of rules or a manual or any of that. We are all different for a reason. Um, there should not be any reason why you are comparing yourself to the next person, why you're comparing yourself to me. Uh, don't do that. Be yourself, be true to yourself, and understand that people are going to respect you more for you being yourself than you trying to be something that you're not, or you trying to live in this facade that really has nothing to do with anything, honestly. And once I taught myself that, I outgrew a lot of people. I outgrew a lot of things. Going to the club every Saturday every Friday, Saturday night, Thursday night, or every day of the week is not something that doesn't move me. That never really moved me. It was simply for, okay, let me have a good time because it's been a while. Let me go have a good time because it's been months since I've gone out and had fun. Being around a bunch of different people in designer clothes or people going to shop for designer clothes and designer this and designer that. And that doesn't move me. Some people get moved by stuff like that. I don't get moved by things like that. That doesn't move me. So I knew that I outgrew people a way a long time ago when God Himself isolated me. God Himself has put me in a position to be isolated from people and certain things because He knows that, hey, that's not your group. That's not who you need to be around. They are not going to be people that are going to help you grow in ways that are bigger than just, oh, okay, you guys traveled together, or okay, y'all went and y'all did some things around your city. Like, being able to simply be in a space of or you're surrounded by people who not only are helping you grow physically, but you guys are growing mentally, emotionally, and spiritually together. That is a very healthy friendship or relationship that you can honestly ever ask for from anyone. And it's important to know that it is okay to be uncomfortable because some things are going to be uncomfortable, some things are not going to be comfortable for you, especially when you're meeting new people, right? And I've had to tell myself this as well, like, okay, you know that you are this type of person, but hey, step out of your comfort zone, step out of that box, step into something that can be bigger and better than what you have ever experienced in your life. If it's dating, if it's friendships, if it's traveling, if it's spending money on something that you never spent money on before, like I'm not talking about just like electronic, I'm talking about something bigger. Maybe you are wanting to invest into stocks and bonds and all of these things. Like make sure whatever you're doing, it's for you, for yourself, yes, but also make sure that it's going to help you grow. It's going to help you be proud of the reason that you're doing it. It's going to make you feel good inside. I mean, it's not, you're not doing it out of just, oh, somebody else is doing it, so I'm going to do it. Like, that's very bandwagony, and I'm not a bandwagon type of person. I never have been, never will be. And some people don't like that, and that's how you know you've outgrown people. When people are pressuring you to drink, and you're just like, no, I've outgrown hard liquor. I like wine now, or no, I've outgrown wine. I don't drink at all, or whatever the case may be. Don't let people try to disrespect you to where you're disrespecting yourself, and now you're not even growing. You're still in the same space in the same spot that you were in 6 months ago or 3 months ago or a year ago. It's very important that we use these tools that we have within ourselves that we just some of us don't want to tap into because maybe you're too scared, maybe you don't understand that it's not just about being uncomfortable, but it's also about, okay, how can I be better, right? How can I be better? If you're not trying to be better, then why are you even trying in life? Why do you even do the things that you do if you're not trying to be better at them? Um, so yeah, I hope that this episode finds whomever it needs to find. If you made it to the end of this, I really appreciate you guys for coming and watching and staying until the end. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video. I have a lot in store for you guys on my personal channel. It will be listed here for you on the screen. Please go and follow, like, comment, share that channel as well. I have a lot of interesting and very exciting things happening in my life coming up. So I don't want you guys to miss anything. The podcast will still be posted. I'm going to try to continue the new schedule of Wednesdays and Thursdays with the podcast for you guys. So I do appreciate everybody that does come and watch and listens to the entire video. And I appreciate everybody that goes into the personal channel and watches me on Twitch as well, because I am on Twitch, you guys. So make sure you go and support over there as well. I don't know why I just lost my train of thought, but anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Yes, I'm a Black Woman podcast, and I'm gonna see you in the next video.